Okay, something a little bit different today. We're going to be playing WarFrame as a cover-based shooter. WarFrame is not really a cover-based shooter per se, but you can totally play it in that sort of tactical way. By playing it as a sort of cover-based shooter, you could potentially maximize your survivability by not getting completely and utterly screwed by having 15 people shooting at you from every which way and form. So, the reason why we're going to be doing this is because Mag, for all the great things that she has, she is not tanky, okay? Let's just remind ourselves of the 15, or rather 5,000 IQ Platinum Arrow build. The main thing in terms of survivability is Umbral Vitality, and that's pretty much it. So even though we have a lot more health than we normally would, first off, our armor doesn't really exist, and secondly, I'm not going to be using Arcane Guardian, so survivability really depends on being tactical, okay?
Well put together.
It is simply that simple. The best use of English. Now, in today's Sortia at level 65 to 80, we have an extermination mission. Easy enough, except the enemy has a physical enhancement, which is extra slash damage, which is really going to tear through you, no matter how tanky you are. If you're tankier, I guess it's not going to tear through you as quickly, but against Mag, it's going to be a bit of a problem, right? Slash procs everywhere, not a good sign. So the idea is to simply go through this extermination mission as tactically as possible, using walls, using any sort of cover that we can to minimize the damage that we have. What's also great is because we're using a bow that has a really good bit of punch through, sometimes we can just shoot through the walls that we are standing in front of, right? So now we have a bunch of enemies. You need to also keep an eye on the mini-map when you're going to be playing this kind of tactical game. You need to know where your enemies are. Like, I could potentially shoot through that, and that will go through, but
Grenier should have known better than to walk into an Orokin tower unprepared. Let's clean up this.
Notice how, as we're sitting here, these enemies who tried to attack us simply couldn't hit us. So there is a bit of cover-based shooter going on in this game. Oh. Sometimes you then just have to use your abilities, because your abilities are always useful in this game. For Mag, having Magnetize is always a good choice. So luckily in the Void, we won't have any massively open areas, so that's not going to be a problem. And then of course, if you think you're in a situation where you can't really do a whole lot from a particular point of cover, then you can use your abilities. Because Mag is also a bit of a energy heavy WarFrame, you don't want to be just spamming your abilities all the time as well. So being able to tactically retreat and find some cover is going to be very useful. Notice how we just shot through the cover that we were sitting behind. Keep an eye on the minimap, because sometimes there are enemies who will show up behind you. Okay, now I'm under a slash block. That's not a good sign. Now, if you want, you can always press H or whatever button you have attached to it to switch the views So that, for example, if you're sitting behind this cover and you want to see what's to the left, you could potentially press H, and then you can see what's happening over there like that. But I personally don't like that other view, so I will never use it. Oh, that's a synthesis target. Don't care about it. Notice how when I am standing right in front of them, I do end up taking quite a lot of damage, so I don't really want to be doing that. That's why I'm going to be taking this cover right here. Someone going behind me. So notice how he can't hit me, and I can hit him. Ergo, cover-based shooter. Alright, let's continue. So notice how I was able to attack enemies who were off to the side, whilst having the full confidence of not getting completely and utterly brutalized by that corrupted heavy gunner who was trying to shoot at me but can't because I'm hiding behind some cover. Helps to be able to aim as well. Now this is a big open space. If you were someone like Inaros or Rhino, you would just jump straight into the middle. But for me, I need to go around the side, so right now I need to clear this side area, or rather, I had to clear that corner area. So that I had somewhere. Sort it out. Frickin' nullifiers, they're never a good sign. So, let's see. Who's next? Okay, dead already. Oh, he jumped up here. Okay, dead. Alright, it's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. And you also get to have the added bonus of, as they jump up, just shoot them. Oh, damn, I was really hoping that would hit him. Oh yeah. Remember what I said in the Hicker video? Clear nullifier bubbles using Hicker Prime. You can also use it as a scouting tool and see what damage numbers pop up. See, here we have Bombard. We have a Bombard here. We can't do jack shit because we're hiding behind cover. Ah. Don't get to do that all that often. Energy leech. Okay. So, high ground. High ground. Did not notice that corrupted lance for some reason. Okay. Sometimes I also use Polarize. Because of its expanding wave, I use Polarize as a scouting tool. I mean, not just having the map, but also knowing the elevation is really important information when it comes to these kinds of battles.
The enemy is broken. Well done.
And that's
Now get
pretty
to
much it.
extraction.
In a corridor like this, when there's not that much in the way of... Yeah, in a corridor like this, when there's not that much in the way of cover, you can always try to use these corners. Otherwise, you could look around for one of those platforms that show up in front of you. But yeah, that's how we were able to survive through a level 80 / enhancement extermination sortie. Cover-based shooting. Hope that gives you guys an idea as to how to maybe survive if you're using a squishy Warframe like a Mag, like Banshee, Titania even, although Titania has her own way of surviving through the power of evasion, through the power of Razor Wing. So, you know, there are ways to... Ooh, maybe don't die through friggin' concealed explosives. But there are ways of surviving without being extremely tanky. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Otherwise, like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Warframe content, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.